Hi everyone, we are here at the Oak Table and we are so excited to go in and meet with the director Glynis so she can really share with everyone what it is that they do.
Yeah, looking forward to going in, and we're on our way, so see you soon.
He'll get you some face.
You have to wait and
So this will be our new space, and come down here, and I'll show you where we're doing. I call it the bunker, but this is where we will hand out hygiene items. When we go upstairs, you'll see there's a table, and people go up to the table and they, see if there's a pair of gloves or whatever. And we want people to have the dignity of not having everybody else know what they need.
Yes.
So they're going to come here. It's going to have a Dutch door, and they'll just be able to come in here and say to a volunteer rather than in public. I need bar soap, I need a razor, I need deodorant, I need underwear. Like, who wants to say they need underwear in front of people, right?
Yeah.
So we built this space hoping to give people who don't have much dignity left in their life some dignity back.
Okay.
And so we're going to have a dignity washroom, and that the issue in our neighborhood here is that there's nowhere for people to go to the bathroom.
Got it.
So I came in 2 weeks ago and there's feces in the back lane, and people get all upset about that, and it's like, where would they go? If you're desperate, what do? You have to go to the bathroom. And you and I can walk in pretty much anywhere, and they will let us use their bathroom. If we have to buy something, we buy it. I can't tell you how many bottles of water I've purchased, in order to be able to access a bathroom. But our folks can't do that. They don't have that kind of income that they can do that. Somebody here at 7 in the morning, and so people will just be able to come in, and there'll be a shower, and there'll be a washroom, and they can come in and they can use that. And we think that gives them a lot more dignity than using a back alley. And the other thing is people walk here from all over the city. And so we have a fellow who walks here from Seven Oaks area. I know, he does it pretty much every day. And in the summer when he gets here, he's pretty sweaty, and people who come from Colony Street area. We have a guy who comes from, and the reason they still come is because they used to live in this neighborhood. But when they moved out in the neighborhood, they wanted the connection with the people that they got to know, and they wanted the connection with this place. So they keep coming back. So the fellow who comes from near the Grace Hospital, for example, he can't afford to come as well as do his laundry, because he has to pay. So what we do is, when he comes, and he comes only about once a week, we give him laundry detergent. And that way he doesn't have to purchase laundry detergent, but he can go home and wash his clothes, but he can use the money for a bus. And then the guy who comes from Seven Oaks, he walks here, and we typically give him a bus token to go home if it's really cold or really hot. So we work those kinds of things out with people. We give them bus tokens to go to their doctors. We give them bus tokens to go to food banks sometimes, because can you imagine trying to manage in some of this weather to go to food bank? And so those kinds of things. Many of the homeless folks carry everything they own all the time. And so they don't have any reprieve from that. And we often have to replace what they have about 3 times a year because they get rolled. One of the guys was saying to me in the summertime, he has to make sure that he is wherever he's going to sleep in this neighborhood before dark, because if the bars get out, somebody who's had a little too much to drink inevitably will see it as sport to take their backpacks and throw it into traffic or that kind of thing. He came in last summer with a big gash on his leg. And again, it was from, people who woke him up and rolled
Being
him
rude.
and just being rude. And he needed to be on IV antibiotics for a week. And, he was at risk of losing his leg because he was very hesitant to bother even going to the hospital. He didn't have a medical card. He didn't have any of those kinds of things.
Almost 22,000 people you fed last year.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
year you've already surpassed that.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember when I was visiting you in the spring, you said you only had enough until what was it, the end of June?
Yes, and then June,
then you go donation to donation.
people start going to the lake, and
Yes.
Christmas time is kind of a wow, this is wonderful, and then it comes summertime, and
Okay.
it's like, whoo, there's nothing here. So
Right.
we often work.
You're stockpiling probably at the busy time like now.
Yeah.
People understand the
Yeah.
gift of giving.
Yeah,
and-
yes, they do.
and less
Absolutely.
fortunate, right? So
Yeah. It's on
it's
people's
important
minds
we-
right now.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
important, how do we get that message out
Yeah.
in the times of
And
when it's not that giving, right?
Yeah.
So-
it's so surprising to me that you've been around for 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not as well known.
Is that we don't have the publicity, we don't have, but it's, our tent is growing, it really is, because when one person, like a woman came in today to make a donation, and she said, my son lives in this neighborhood, and through my son, I've met a few people who go to Oak Table and who use Oak Table, and she said, and really, I could give them money, and I thought, no, I know this organization is organized and they know what they're doing. Why wouldn't I give the money to them,
Right.
and then they can help the people rather than me handing them cash? So,
Makes sense. That's good.
but she heard of